Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Erin. For today's yoga class, we're going to be doing a little bit more of a gentler class. So, with that being said, I recommend grabbing a couple of pillows, a blanket. If you have a bolster, go ahead and grab it. You can use that. To get started, we will be in a cross-legged position and we're just going to come to our breath, settle down into our mat. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever one is more comfortable for you. And then just focus on breathing in and out through your nose. Just taking a moment to settle in to your practice. With each inhale, letting it lift you up. And with each exhale, settling down into your seat a little more. We'll do a couple more rounds of breath. And softly blink your eyes open. And we'll start with some neck rolls here. So we're going to bring our chin to our chest. And then on your next exhale, slowly roll your right ear all the way to your right shoulder. And then slowly bring your chin back to the center of your chest. Then roll your left ear to your left shoulder. And then slowly bring your chin to your chest. We'll do it one more time each way. Rolling all the way over to your right side, right ear, right shoulder. Coming back through center, left ear, left shoulder. And then coming back through center. Inhale. Coming back up to your neutral position. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. Bringing your shoulders up and back. Do it 2 more times. And then we'll change directions, so rolling our shoulders forward. Bring your shoulders up, roll them forward. 1 more time. Shoulders up and forward. We'll do it 1 more time. And then grabbing hold of your legs, we'll come to some soupy rolls. So coming to the soupy roll, we've done these before, but as you inhale, you're going to bring your torso forward. Your chest is forward as well. Your head is up. And you're going to come all the way over to the other side. Doesn't matter which way you go because we're going to go both ways. And as you come back, bringing your belly button to your spine, drop your head down. And then coming forward again, making sure you bring your shoulders back, chest is forward, head is up. Again, as you come back around, tucking your chin, bringing your belly button in. This should be our 3rd time. So as we come back, we'll stop halfway, change our direction. So going in the opposite direction that you were before. Remember to keep breathing as you do this. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Do it 1 more time. And then come back to a neutral position. Taking a moment to fold forward, walking your hands forward. Coming just as far as it feels good over your legs. And then slowly using your hands, walking them back towards your legs. We're going to transition coming to a tabletop position. Coming to your tabletop position with your knees in line with your hips and your shoulders right over your wrists. We'll bring our right leg forward first, so bringing your hands all the way over to the left side. Bringing your right leg forward, framing your foot with your hands. You can come up on your fingertips, that gives you a little bit more space. Also, if you have blocks, that will give you a little bit more space too. Push your hips forward, bringing your knee past your ankle, and then slowly using your hands, walking back, coming to your half splits here. It's okay if you have a slight bend in your knee. Try to even out your hips here. And then slowly coming forward back to our low lunge. And then one more time, walking it back, taking your time here, coming back to your half splits. And then walking it forward, bringing your hands to the inside of your foot, and then slowly bringing your foot back behind you. We'll pause here in our tabletop, and then we'll come to do the other side. So bring your hands all the way over to your right side, bringing your left foot forward, make sure you get it flat, and then bring your hips forward, coming into your low lunge. We're going to walk our hands back, coming back to our half splits. Again, it's okay if you have a slight bend in your leg here, not a problem. Try to even out your hips if you can. And then walking your hands forward. And one more time, coming back to our half splits. Coming forward, bringing your hands to the inside of your mat, swinging your left leg back, bringing your big toes together and coming to child's pose. So bringing your hips towards your heels, hands can be extended out in front of you. And then taking your time, bringing your torso between your legs so you have your legs a little bit wider than your hips here. And then coming all the way down, resting your forehead on your mat. And taking your time here to relax, coming to your breath. On your next inhale, slowly lift your head up and then come back up into your tabletop position. We're going to come to thread the needle. So we're going to pour our weight into our right hand, bringing our left hand up towards the ceiling, and then bringing it through between our right leg and right hand. And then we're going to come all the way down onto our left side, keeping your legs where they are. You can leave your right hand in front of your face. If you want to, you can also walk your hands forward to create a little bit more of a stretch here. So choose whichever option works better for you. We'll take a couple more breaths. And slowly bring your hand back in front of your face, pressing into your right hand. Come all the way up, bringing your left arm up, and then come back to your tabletop position. And then we'll go to the other side. So pouring your weight into your left hand this time. Right hand comes up. Exhale as you bring it through, coming all the way down onto your right side this time. Again, left hand can stay in front of your face, or you walk your fingertips forward. If you had moved your hand, slowly bring it back in front of your face, pressing into your left hand. Come on up, bringing your right hand back behind you, and then coming back to our child's pose. So big toes together, knees out a little bit wider, or you can have them together as well. And then you can rest your hands in front of you, or you can also bring your hands behind you. So you can play around with this, find whichever way is more comfortable for you, and then come back to your breath. And if you do have your hands behind you, slowly bring them back in front of you, using your hands, walking yourself back up to an upright position, and then coming down onto your mat in a seated position, grabbing your props, so grabbing your pillows and your blanket if you have them, bringing your legs out wide, and bringing your pillows, stacking them in front of you. We're coming to a wide leg forward fold, but we're using our pillows to make it very effortless. So making sure you're sitting up on your sit bones. As you inhale, lifts you up, and then as you exhale, of course, you want to come over your pillows, so stacking your pillows in front of you. Now you're welcome to just lay across it. Maybe you have your hands in front of you. Maybe you have your hands out touching your legs. Whatever is more comfortable for you, please choose that option. You're also welcome to lay down on one side or the other. If you do that, I will cue to change the side halfway through. So go with whatever option you enjoy most. Settle in. And focus on your breath. If your mind does start to wander, just come back to your breath. Now, if you do have your head turned, please slowly rotate it to your opposite side. Then on your next inhale, using your hands for support, slowly come back to an upright position. Go ahead and push pillows, whatever other things you had. Bring your legs together. We'll come to a seated forward fold. So inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging from your hips, folding over your legs. Bringing your hands to the outside of your legs. And only coming as far as it feels good in your fold. Maybe grab hold of your ankles, or maybe you go for a foot grab here. And slowly walk yourself back upright. And from here, we're going to do a little hip opener. So bending our left leg, having our left shin in front of us, and then extending our right leg behind us, coming to a 90-90 or a 45-45. So if you have any tension on your right hip, just bring your right leg a little bit closer to your left foot. That will lessen the stretch for you. So come to a position that's comfortable for you. Your right shin is in front of you. Try to have your hips squared, and then we'll walk our hands forward as you exhale, coming to a forward fold over your left shin. And slowly coming back up, bringing your legs together and extending them out just to reset before we move on to the other side. And then coming to your 90-90 or 45-45 on the other side. So right leg is the front leg this time. And then again, having your left leg closer to your right foot or further back, whichever one is more comfortable for you. Keeping your feet flexed. And then as you exhale, walking your hands forward, folding over your right leg, coming as far as it feels good for you. Next inhale, slowly make your way back. Then bringing your legs out in front of you, bringing the soles of your feet down, knees are bent, having your feet out a little bit wider than your hips here. Bringing your hands back behind you, dropping your legs all the way down to your left side. Inhale, coming through center, and then exhale as you drop them all the way down to your right side. And then coming back through center. From here, we'll come to a little back bend. So we're going to come to Sphinx pose. So I'm going to show you a couple options here. Option 1, in Sphinx pose, if regular Sphinx pose is just a little too much on your back, you can always place a blanket under you to support you a little bit more, or you can bring your elbows out a little bit wider to make it so it's a little bit less of a stretch. Third option is just to come down, removing the blanket of course, but bringing your elbows out all the way wide, stacking one hand on top of the other, and bringing your forehead down, coming to crocodile pose. So choose whichever one works better for you. Making sure your legs are extended out behind you. And then if you are in just regular Sphinx pose, you want to make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Your palms are facing down. And then just lifting your head and chest forward, bringing your shoulders down away from your ears. Coming back to your breath here. And then if you're not already in crocodile pose, go ahead and widen your elbows, coming all the way down so that your chest comes down. And stacking one hand on top of the other, creating a little pillow for your forehead and resting your forehead on top of your hands. On your next inhale, slowly lift your head up. Using your hands for support, come up. And then options here. So we're going to come to legs up the wall. If that is not something that you like, you can always come all the way down onto your mat. Bring your feet out a little bit wider than your hips and having your knees bent, tenting your knees together. You can lay like this. If you do like legs up the wall and you already know it, you can go ahead and get into that. If not, if you don't have wall space, you can also just use your furniture. So coming close to your couch or a chair, getting as close to it with your body as you can, and then coming down onto your elbows and then spinning your legs so that your legs come up on your furniture, and then scooting your bottom as close to the furniture as possible, and then coming all the way down. You have your palms facing up, whichever position is comfortable for you. Make sure your shoulders are down and away from your ears. You can close your eyes or leave your eyes open. And then just come to your breath here. Now you have two options here. You can continue to stay with your legs up the wall, or if you would like to finish off your practice and ending it in Shavasana, you're welcome to do that. Simply just bring your knees to your chest and then slowly roll all the way over to your right side and come all the way down onto your mat, all the way onto your back. If you had chosen your legs tinted option, just extend your legs out long. Make sure you have your shoulders down away from your ears. Palms are facing up. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. And just let your body sink into your mat. I'm going to go quiet for the next few minutes here just to let you totally relax. Just know that I will come get you when the time is ready. You can go ahead and start taking a deeper breath in. Maybe you wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe take an overhead stretch. And then bringing your knees to your chest. Rolling all the way over to your right side. And coming up to an upright position. Taking your time. And then bringing your hands together in the middle of your chest. And taking a moment here to be thankful that you did something nice for your day, nice for your body. Taking a nice deep breath in, and then opening your mouth and letting it out. Thank you for your practice today. Come back to this practice anytime you need something a little different, maybe a little bit more gentle for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.